He's starting.
I think he starts.
He got the invite. I don't know how that all goes down. How did he even get the invite? Like, do we know?
I think he applied.
You apply. They kind of go through.
Got a good resume. He's a young
guy
that's already knee deep in media.
Yeah,
he's got takes.
He's
smart
guy, hard worker, good dude. So we're rooting for him. If he needs our help, we got to go up there and smack some cats around. We'll do it. Okay, we'll do it. Now, do I like Grant being here? Sure, but if he gets to go up there and work for Barstool, hell yeah, baby.
Then we'll all be kind of around him trying to get a job at Barstool.
Exactly. We'll be scavenging off of him for sure. What's going on?
Good for, I drove in, and I already saw 7 dudes in the middle of the street. They already gambled away
all their money,
their mortgage.
I was the 6th one.
Were you? Yeah. Are you homeless yet?
I don't know what's going on. There I am. There I am.
How are you?
Am I homeless yet? We'll see after. We'll see after the show.
Okay.
When I go back and I see if it's still there, they may just pick it up and walk away with it.
So is this a good day for you? I saw you walk in. He peacocked in. He had a smile on his face. Got here early.
Got here. I never went to sleep, so I said I might as well come on in.
Oh yeah, we're gambling today, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Hell yeah.
I stood in line for 2 hours last November to make sure that this happened.
Was it 2 hours?
Yeah, just about.
Damn, man.
Just about.
What was the first thing you put the coin on?
Put $50 on the Blues.
$50 on the Blues against Anaheim.
So right now, the good thing about the DraftKings app is that you can go on right now, and they have a special promo where you can put up to $50 on a bet for the Blues to get more than one shot on goal.
Oh wow!
So they're laying out the carpet for you in a really nice way. That's what our friends at DraftKings are doing.
So I felt like it was the right red-blooded St. Louis thing to do to put my first dollars in the state back into the state.
And I'm about to do that right now because I saw that last night when I went to bed.
I've driven over so many bridges. I've driven over so many bridges to gamble the last few years. I figured I might keep the money in the state with my first few dollars here.
Good call.
So now one thing I'm not going to do is get hooked by the things they've got out there. They're like
what?
Put a couple dollars on the Chiefs and the Blues to make the playoffs. I'm like,
they're 2 points out of a wild card spot.
There's a chance that neither of them make it.
2 points out of a wild card spot.
I don't know what'll happen here, but that was one of the things.
Whoa.
How does that happen?
Because everybody's losing. There's nobody running away with anything besides the Colorado Avalanche.
The Missouri Tigers, basketball Tigers, have officially qualified to be a national title contender.
Really?
So the last 19 national champions were all undefeated coming into December 1. And Mizzou is undefeated. They're one of 25 teams, I think, that are still undefeated.
Really?
Yeah.
I did see that tweet.
Pain is up, baby.
I did see that tweet.
Let's go, Dennis
A lot
Gates.
of things are going good.
Let's make it happen, baby.
SLU is off the list of undefeated.
Yes, Maddie is conveniently ignoring that SLU played, I believe, what might be statistically the easiest non-conference schedule so far in the entire country.
SLU did.
No.
You said SLU.
Sorry,
you said SLU, so it's SLU. It's SLU.
The Missouri Tigers.
It's aggregated. It's out there.
Before they played Cleveland State, they were at 363 in strength of schedule. So,
hey, baby, you got to beat who's in front of you. You got to beat who's in front of you.
Cleveland State actually might have raised that, so still.
They could have played DeSmet for all I care.
I don't know. It ramps up now. Illinois, Kansas, and Notre Dame. It really bumps up.
What
the
about
Tigers.
SLU before they faced Stanford?
Yeah, it was also like in the 340s,
right.
But it was worse. But Mizzou's was worse, so I'm going to make the joke.
All right,
back off.
Oh,
I'm covered. Don't worry.
Listen, I would like Mizzou to get into the range where I can start betting some spreads here in Missouri on Mizzou, because what I'm not doing is betting a 21.5 college spread. That ain't happening.
I will give a shout out to
Yeah,
Rachel.
I feel like that.
No, sir.
Rachel's hooking us up with Einstein Bagels today, and we're pretty excited about that. I haven't had Einstein Bagels in a long time. So, Rachel, a little
I
shout
experienced anti-Semitism
out.
on that.
Agree
Why
with
aren't
that.
you doing the sandwiches? Because
I did.
I think it's weird that you. I think it goes, hey, you guys want breakfast sandwiches, and you guys go, I'll just take a bagel with a little schmear.
What did I say?
I respect the move, but it's like I'm offering you the sandwich. Take the egg.
Take the egg
and the bacon, my guy.
What'd you call your bagel?
Pure Jew bagel. I wanted sesame seeds toasted and cream cheese. And then Dave Green was like, "I'll take the same."
I'm one of the.
You cracked me up.
I'm one of the biggest sesame seed bagel guys in the business. That's the way it is, baby.
Well,
sesame seed is number 2 on my bagel list.
What's number 1? Everything.
Everything's are okay. It depends.
Or the cinnamon.
There you go.
It is.
A nice cinnamon bagel, because you can do whatever you want with the cream cheese. You can still add to it. One flavor doesn't take over the other one. It's nice, baby.
See, to me though, if you're getting Einstein, which is a solid bagel, pretty good.
Pretty
Not
good.
East Coast, but pretty good.
That's true.
Right? And then all these breakfast sandwiches we always get, the bagel is like, to me, the attraction. So I want the purity of the bagel.
See, the bagel for me is just a vehicle for the egg, sausage, and cheese.
Well, that's because you're Hamas.
I feel like that's
that tied together
a little bit of
well.
seems like a little bit of an overreaction.
I think
Slight overstatement.
I was in New York a couple of weeks ago, and they had some real bagels up there, and moo baby. But here's the thing: I'm not a bagel elitist either. Let me be clear. I'm not a bagel elitist. For my people, we were introduced to it at a point where we were like, you know what? That's fine. This is good. Let's do it.
But at least you can recognize a good bagel.
Yes, absolutely.
Versus like the standard run of the mill.
Absolutely. If you go when you go down to the grocer and you get the 6-pack out of the freezer,
right?
That ain't it.
And it's not like I'm like, we need bagels. That's why this offer. And thank you, Rock and Rachel, for bringing them in.
Rachel.
I was like, I'm going to get a real bagel out of this. That's all.
That's all, baby. All right. Get them in, by the way, 314-590-3770. And we are on YouTube. Chat away. Chat line's going down right now. All right. The biggest story going, obviously,
there's a lot,
is Lane Kiffin. Lane Kiffin. God, he's making some coin. What he's 100 schmil, 7 years.
He was already making coin.
100 million. What was he making there?
I don't know.
He wasn't rubbing nickels together. That's for sure.
A ton of money.
It's more money than we'll ever see. And you know what? I get that he's going to be vilified because he did kind of hold up Ole Miss.
Totally.
And any coach that preaches commitment, and staying with the program, and then flips, okay, and then demands that he be able to coach in the playoffs, I get the blowback. But the truth is, I used to hate that. But now the players can do the very same thing.
Yes.
I'm fine with it.
They'll leave you.
Everyone's going for the bag.
Yeah.
So he went for the bag.
Yeah. What are you thinking, Matt?
Go get it. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, a lot of that, again, I'm not going to sit here and preach loyalty in college football, which is, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. It is what it is. I mean, people are going to get what's out there for them. But this whole thing just opened up, a ton of a house of cards with all of it. You saw that, Kiffin did that. And then, first of all, those videos of him at the airport, both of them. God. I just had to laugh. The people, they had just been, we're up. We're having a big thing. He's defending the university on Saturday night. And now they're looking like they're about to run his family out of town with torches until he gets on the private jet that takes him over to Louisiana. He lands there. They're cheering for him in the streets.
How many cars did he have security detail with him?
He looked like
he was a president.
He looked like he was in DC with
and
that.
He waves like he's the president.
But then you have that, right. You have that going. He looked like the Pope going down the street.
Pope.
You should have put him in a bubble and just drove him down the thing.
He looked like the Pope.
But there were people when he was leaving, getting on the plane.
Yeah.
Cursing him out. And then they were watching to see which assistants got on the plane with him because he apparently said, hey, if you're not on the plane with me, I can't offer you a job at LSU. And that means they're bringing in their own head coach unless they stick with the interim guy, right? So you might not have a job. Get on the plane or you're out.
What I immediately was like, when you go home, all right, I'm going to miss dinner tonight. I got to get on a plane and go to Louisiana. Yeah. I'll be back. I may be back if our house is still here.
Man, oh, man. I'm kind of rooting for Ole Miss, though.
So you see, what happened is you had that. Obviously, we can get into this a little bit deeper. You had Drink sign the extension, which I have thoughts about. Big thoughts.
Bad thoughts?
No.
Okay.
No, I got thoughts though.
Okay.
But then, so Drink has an extension in hand already. Then you've got John Summerall from Tulane, who is coming up to be Florida's guy, $7.5
But
million.
he's still playing the season out. Or are they in it?
Yeah, Tulane's got the conference championship game on Friday, Saturday.
And
they have a
still
good
coaching.
chance of being in it, yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, you still got that going on. Auburn hired a new coach out of Tennessee. So I mean, there's a lot of pieces moving around the board with this thing.
And those pieces helped Drink, by the way.
Absolutely.
Whatever Drink's bag was, 60 million, whatever he got, right? It's a lot of money. It helped that there were so many spots for him to land.
Yes.
And you leverage whatever you can because that's business. So it's all good.
You got to do it. But I said a couple of weeks ago, I remember I was talking to her. I looked at this Auburn season. I was like, that seat's going to be open. I mean, you had a ton of seats that flipped in the SEC. Coach in Vanderbilt got extended. And first of all, Can we talk about Vanderbilt's weekend?
Oh, man.
Oh, baby.
Oh, wow.
They're kind of fun.
They're a fun team. They went
fun.
off, but Diego Pavia's family had
God.
a big night. They looked at the Mahomes and said, we're going to raise you.
That's what I said last
We're
week.
going to raise you.
That's what I said last week. Mahomes put his foot down with his family. Pavia needs to, but his mom and his brother just got arrested for the second time this year.
And his dad. His dad got arrested, too.
Oh, my God.
I think they locked up the whole family.
God, put your foot down. I don't think he cares.
How could you not love the Pavia family? And this kid, even though people were kind of bashing him that he wasn't as good as the people are saying, this guy's doing the Heisman in the end zone.
They all are, yeah.
And you know what? He's walking the walk.
Yes, he is.
He is walking the walk.
It was a good
I
weekend.
agree.
It was a good weekend for most of the Heisman finalists. Mendoza went out and had another big game for Indiana. They're going into that Big Ten championship game against, which, by the way, I feel very vindicated in the Big Ten and how that worked out. That they've got all these schools that basically they've absorbed the whole Pac-10, half the Big East, but then the teams that are in the Big Ten championship are Ohio State and Indiana. Let's just leave it where it's at. We're good enough right here. But Mendoza has a big week. Julian Sayin goes out and has a huge game against Michigan.
He's really good.
Whoa.
Yeah, that kid's got it. But the thing that I thought was going to happen on Saturday, obviously Pavia went off, did his thing. I was like, all right, Jeremiah Love's got the last game on Saturday. He's going to go off. St. Louis guy, got love for him. And then he goes out there and gets absolutely clobbered on the second drive of the game. He comes back in, but it kind of killed his momentum he had because when you looked at that game, Marcus Freeman gave him 8 runs on the first drive of the game. I was like, they're about to try to get this guy like 300 yards today. Didn't happen. So we'll see. I mean,
know who the guy is?
Pavia seems big, though.
The guy who I think is going to be a star in the NFL is Simpson.
Well, Ty Simpson?
From Alabama.
Yeah.
First of all, he doesn't look like a guy who's going to beat you with his legs, and he does. I don't know how he does it. Secondly, he throws a really accurate ball. Now, he doesn't have to do as much as these other guys you're mentioning. And I think he's, a junior?
No,
he'll have his time.
I
just love watching. I thought he was a junior.
He is a junior. He's just been, I think he's a junior. He's 20. He's 22 right now.
I know.
So
you could be
he's a little bit of a Bo Nix.
You could be a 26-year-old junior as college football stands today.
Yeah, he's a junior.
He's a junior.
So it was a big weekend for a lot of that, though. Arch Manning had another big weekend.
Archie boy.
For all the things they talked about with that in that
Archie
game,
boy.
they went out there and they beat that undefeated Texas A&M team and beat them solid, too.
They did.
So, I mean, I like where things are turning. I like where stuff is going on, going with college headed into bowl season. This is going to be a big one, baby.
Stop chirping, Gino. Hair discrimination's illegal in Pennsylvania, just so you know. Just so you know. Stop chirping.
But
you ass.
Let's get back to Lane because he got beat up for confronting that kid that called him a hoe, which I don't mind.
Whoa. He didn't call him a hoe.
He compared him to a hoe.
He compared the
I'm sorry,
situation to a
exactly.
lyric.
It's the
That's
same
not
thing.
calling him a hoe at all.
It's the same thing.
Lane's a thin-skinned.
That's
All
why
right,
I
it's the same.
then I'm about to be too, because if
It's
somebody
the
would have
same
said that
thing.
about me, we would have had a
Of course,
we would have fought.
It's not calling you a hoe.
If you hate,
If you
He's
reference
making a joke about a lyric.
if you reference hoism towards me, I'm counting it as you calling me a hoe.
He's a hoe.
My thing is, are you then going to turn around and do definitional hoe stuff?
No, I'm gonna fight you. Hoes don't fight; they run from fights.
The problem is that Lane called him out, turned around, ran away, and then did more hoe stuff.
Here's the worst part about it.
He's a hoe.
He knew he was gonna lose the job anyway because he was quitting it. You might as well get you one in on the way out the door.
And by the way, he apologized to the kid.
Yeah,
and then
that was hoish.
And then he made the joke that he is a hoe by sending the kid an AI picture of him picking up the hoe hat and putting down the Housewives hat. So here's the thing: even if you didn't call him a hoe, accurate statement.
listen, if you I'm done with that. If you compare, I didn't call you this name. I compared you to the person that is. Same thing.
Yeah.
And look,
You're justifying. You're justifying talking.
the
crap on
world
the
is
internet.
coming down on you because you're Lane Kiffin and you've done some things in your past, right? And you're about to do them again. And this guy mouths off. You want to say something to him? That's your right.
Yeah, with a
Well,
full
and here's
team
the other thing. And I don't love Lane Kiffin, but he's playing the game as the rules are laid out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
the
true.
schedule is.
I mean, he's whining because he wanted him to break
The schedule is a weird thing because all these moves have to be made while teams are still playing. Okay. So he played the game. And guess what? This is the kind of thing that outraged me years ago because coaches did it and players were not allowed. But now players are allowed to play the very
Players
same
wouldn't
game.
do this. There's a player's not doing this.
Very same game.
Player's not doing this.
Doing what?
Find me a player who's leaving the team in the middle of a college football playoff.
You
run.
find players that
You had
are
a
going
ton
for
of
when
them
there's
last
a
year.
better.
They didn't play in bowl games. They didn't beg out a college football playoff.
Well, you
runs.
had guys that left in the playoff
You had a
run
lot
last year.
of
That's
guys
why
who
they
didn't
moved the
play in
date.
bowl games.
That's why
in
they
bowl
moved
games, yeah, but not college football playoff.
Prabilla did it,
Yeah,
He was a backup.
but he did it.
That's completely different.
He played. He was part of the. He was part of.
He was
That's your
same.
starting quarterback sitting out.
He-
He's getting more money in a different school.
He wasn't a backup that sat there and wasn't a part of what the team did.
He would
Though he
he
played.
would get one gadget series, maybe a game.
So what's our qualification for where it's okay
Being
to
a
do
starter.
it?
If
and
you
not to
hate-
do it?
if
Being
you
the most
hate a
important
coach,
player on the team.
If you hate a coach, then you call it out. If you like the player, you're not going to call it out. Look, they're all doing the same thing, working in their best interests, okay? How many times, like, a kid's not playing enough, boom, he's in the portal. Good for you.
Yeah, that's different. When we're talking about the head coach, you're comparing apples to oranges. You're just
It's
making a
the
straw man
same
out of this.
game.
It's not the same game.
How is that a
It's
straw
literally
man?
It's literally a completely different
I
game.
told you.
He's the head coach of the program, and you're going to compare him to a backup? Get the hell out of here.
No, I'm not. I'm saying the same thing that I used to excoriate coaches for because players didn't have the ability to move from program to program and suit their own interests. Now they can. It's the same game.
It certainly happens in basketball. Those guys leave and play in the same season for a different team. I mean, and this is all about the problem in the structure in college sports right now.
Who's in charge?
Nobody.
No. Who, like,
The
no-
boosters. The boosters calling shots. That's it.
Okay.
It ain't that because the NCAA can't even put a rule up to do anything about it.
Why?
The NCAA is the least important quote unquote governing body that there is.
Because no one really thought it through, okay? It's fair that the players get paid, right?
Yes.
But there has to be some sort of fairness about it, right? And no one thought it through, right? The players can move, coaches moving during the playoffs, which is wrong, but that's the way the game is laid out. Something needs to be done to fine-tune this because, especially with college football, I mean, you see the crowds for this. You see how
Oh, my God.
entire states are behind a coach. It's a great time for college football. Now put some guardrails on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you do. So, I mean, you've got all of this, and I think that I guess the NCAA put in as many guidelines as they could about transfer windows and trying to correct that this year. That taking over bowl season again, which is good. I mean, you shouldn't be able to jump off a team in the middle of a bowl season, especially if the college football playoffs are as important as they are, and then say, "Hey, it's fine, doesn't matter. Do what's best for you." That's not good for the sport.
No, but
like, what are we doing?
But I'm not going to blame someone for doing that now.
Well, listen,
because
I got no problem with what Lane Kiffin did, first of all. If there's $90 million on the table, you ain't under any obligation to wait to go get that.
He is dorky, though.
Not a
God
single one.
almighty. Oh, we're prying.
I'm not-
I got to talk to Jesus.
Outside of
first.
like the 5 times when he's just like screwed over teams and programs, I really like Lane Kiffin. Every time like he's outside of like leaving teams in the ugliest way possible, I really like Lane Kiffin. I'm a big fan of his family, but
He's a hoe.
he's never going to be his daddy.
My thing about it is that, it depends on what you're putting value on. I mean, he's had a hell of a day at the bank. That's for sure.
Is his daughter still going out with that cat from
Yeah,
LSU?
she is, and I'm glad
Are
you
we
got
sure
into that.
about that?
So now,
Because I saw
now
Tina
I'm wondering who's the honeypot here.
What's going on?
Who's the honeypot? Was it the linebacker to get her there? Was he sending the daughter in to make the thing happen?
Is
What's
he a
going
stud?
on?
Is he a stud, that cat?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's like one
He
of
looks
those.
like a stud.
He's like one of those effort guys that runs around and blows guys up.
Yeah,
you know.
baby. He's going to make the NFL?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think he's got another year.
I mean, Rock, if you were in charge, what was the first thing you would do?
Ole Miss?
No.
Who am I in charge of? I'm very confused.
Change the name of
I
the
lost
team.
the contest.
college football.
College football. Matthew Rocchio.
I mean,
What's the first thing you would do?
I'd move the dates around. I mean, the schedule is really stupid, but I mean, they keep like making weird like half measures. Like, okay, we'll fix one part of the schedule. It's like, no, you acknowledge the fact that the academic and the sporting calendar combined with the transfer portal calendar, it's all messed up, and people always have to make these weird decisions at bad times, and it screws over teams, screws over players, screws over coach. So
I think
prioritize.
It seems to me the line that they're trying to walk is they're trying not to end up in front of like a Senate subcommittee around oppressing the rights of people to have movement, because there's not like there's not like a union. There's nothing here that really, it's a really weird situation they're in. Baseball found themselves there a couple of times over the year where they had antitrust protection for what happened. But then when you start to mess with that too much, you get into a place where you can't do it. So I don't know. I mean, it's weird why it is the way it is, but it's very clear they already understand to walk back some of this. I mean, should there be a blackout period where coaches can't move?
Yes.
I'm curious about the legality of that. Can you do that? Because that whole Brian Kelly situation where they're trying to stall him out to say they fired him for cause.
Yeah.
And then they ended up eventually being like, fine, we give up. Feels like they ran into something where like, you can't really touch that. So I don't know how uniform you can get it between players and coaches as far as from a legal standpoint. Not my area.
The problem is I don't have a lot of faith in the NCAA to address that properly without creating more problems. And the NIL money should have some guardrails on it too. I just don't know the answer, and I don't believe that they know the answer either, because right now it's kind of out of control. I want players to get paid. It was a long time coming, the right thing to do. But now it's sort of like the Wild Wild West out there. It's kind of bizarre to me. But if players can move and get money and coaches want to play the game. Now, look, there comes some negatives with it, right? Like Lane Kiffin had a nice run where he was supposedly repairing his image as a guy who will take the money and run, right?
Yeah.
And now he took the money and ran again. But if you have $90 million, good for you.
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
you're gonna ever get a better offer than that?
No. And then the thing is, it's all set up for him. Because LSU
win a national championship at Ole Miss
is still right. LSU's still a blue blood
for the
right?
cheap.
They'll end up
afterwards.
How easy is it to build that thing back up to where it was with the money that they're throwing?
Yeah,
at it?
they're promising you all that
million.
money. Pretty easy, I guess.
$25 million a year NIL.
At least. And that's not even counting individual investments.
Man, oh man.
I mean, what it does is it sets an interesting precedent around how people are going to negotiate on. Going back to what we talked about, last week before last, what did Drink get? What assurances did Drink get to say, hey, outside of the bump and pay, and that's a real thing, but he was saying we need investments. We need to make sure that we can invest in this program to get where it needs to be. How much of that ends up factoring into his decision to stay or not?
And they hooked up the other coaching staff too. Then they pay them out too.
Yeah, it's always about getting your assistant pool boosted as well, because you want your raise, but you also want your assistant pool boosted. And he got another one of those.
Yeah, shout out to my boy, running back coach, doing a great job.
What's his name?
Curtis Looper.
All right.
What's he making?
Doing
now?
his thing. I don't know what Loop makes,
A
but
milli?
Loop is up. He's a finalist for the Broyles for assistant coach of the year. I mean, with what he's got with what Ahmad Hardy and what Jamal Robertson have done, that's one of the best backfields in the country, and it's good to see him getting the shine for what that looks like.
And just look across the 5-year run now. I mean, he's potentially having 3 backs in the last 5 years, 2021, 2023, 2025, each break the Mizzou single season rushing records.
He's done incredible work.
It's incredible what he's done over the space with the run of running backs, including the fact that one of the best running backs in the SEC this year is Quan Lacey for Ole Miss, who was a Tiger last year.
That's right. How
about Hardy in that run?
Whoa.
Breaking away from that 300
God,
pounder.
I love him.
Hey, I don't want to. I want to
play in NFL.
I think.
Yeah,
oh my God!
Oh my
yeah,
God!
Yeah. I'm interested to know what that looks like. Don't know the kid. Don't know the situation there. But I just look at seasons like that guys have, and I'm like do now for basically the free agency era. Like let's look at a completely different sport. You look at what somebody does in a quote unquote contract year. So the guy had a big year. What's it do for his value? I mean, he's going into college football awards tonight, in my opinion, feeling like he should have a real chance at that Doak Walker. Now, the finish that Jeremiah Love had was big. I'm fine either way there. But, I mean, when you look at it highlight for highlight, and when you look at the numbers versus the numbers, Hardy has been as good as anybody in the country.
No.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think
not a running back first.
He's a sophomore. I mean, let's see what he becomes. You got one more year to figure out what happens.
The sick part is he loves the contact.
Yeah.
And runs through the contact. There are guys who are fast and find holes and get you 5-6 yards. This guy can find the hole, and if you do tackle him, you better pack a lunch.
But he doesn't.
Is a stud.
He doesn't get hit hard like Scattaboo does, where he just takes the full brunt. Like he kind of he gets hit, but he doesn't get crushed. He doesn't go, oh, what the hell?
Scatterboo would run and go and look for it. You know? So, I mean, like when you look at his last 5 games, how he's finished 130, 138, 250, 112, 100 flat. I mean, he's and that's through 9 touchdowns in that period and at least 4-yard runs of 60 yards or more.
He's half a tier, in my opinion, he's just a half tier lower Ashton Genty. His center of balance is so low, and in the way that he can just bounce off contact, it's Ashton Genty level. It's just he doesn't go down the first time ever. He always has a chance to add 2 more yards on after contact.
6.5 yards a carry.
It's unbelievable.
6.5 yards a carry. Stud.
I love
him. You know what the bitch of it is? It's over. You know what I mean?
What's that?
College football goes by so quick.
Well,
no, there's a playoffs.
Yeah, but when?
But I mean, that's fun to watch.
No, I know, but like the Mizzou's over. You know what I mean?
Well, Mizzou's done, but I mean, I tell you what, the first iteration of the college football playoff was great. So, I mean, I think this year has a bit more spread than last year does too, where there's a few better teams. There's not as much of a favorite going in. But even remember last year, Ohio State was coming off of getting a chair broke over their back by Michigan, and then they just went on a historic run going through that old thing. I think this is going to be great. Starting this weekend with Ohio State and Indiana, that's going to be a great game. You got Georgia and Bama going back at it again. This is going to be a great run for college football. I'm looking forward to what.
If you had a gamble right now, if you had a gamble right now, Matthew,
it's funny you say that.
Maddie's up in the penthouse.
Because he can.
Maddie's up in the penthouse. Maddie,
Let's gamble right now.
I'm in the.
Let's do it right now.
Ohio State, Indiana. Who you got?
I'm about to put Ohio State. I'm going to put Ohio State to cover 5.5 against Indiana this week. Let me get in here and do my thing.
Do it right now. Do it right now and show the camera.
You're in the penthouse, Maddie. I'm in the muck because I'm all about Duke beating Virginia and just adding into the chaos of the college football playoff.
SMU gave up the ghost.
I don't want anything clean. I want pure muck, nasty. I want the committee to be excoriated and made fun of because they honestly have no actual escape route. It's hilarious. They've done this to themselves again. The NCAA hanging themselves with their own rope. I think it's fantastic. Looks stupid. Chaos is good. Duke beats Virginia. We get 2 group of 5s in. ACC's completely left out. I love it so much.
Is Texas in?
No.
Okay.
The Texas will say they're in because they're Texas.
What's the route? What's going to happen with the?
You don't like them, do you?
Why would I like them?
I don't know.
Why would I not hate every fiber of them? They tried to destroy the Big 12 and Missouri football alongside it. We skipped got away from them, got into a better conference, and they had to come watch, and they had to come crawling into it 10 years later. Screw Texas.
Okay.
And Oklahoma with them.
Okay. I'm just asking.
I have to concentrate my hate. Most of it still goes towards Kansas.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't have a whole lot to spread around because I need to give them as much as I
hard
can.
To hate when you stare across the plains, you can't see it. It's hard to hate something. Below my eye line.
Oh, trust me. The last thing I said as an undergrad was
still catch the whiff.
Pure disrespect for them.
I'm just curious. So, I'd like to take a poll.
Okay.
The poll master.
Who thinks?
That's what they call me.
Show of hands thinks it's okay that Lane did what he could. Based on the way college football is. I'm going to say it.
Me. I'm in.
2.
I'm fine with it.
I can't stand them.
I'm in.
I can't stand them.
So 2 and 2.
I can't.
I think I would have been okay with it if it wasn't. I think the nail in the coffin to me was one being so thin-skinned about the Ho comment, knowing what he was going to do.
Baby.
Exactly. And then 2, his comments in his leaving thoughts. Acting like the indignation, how dare they not let me coach a different program during the playoff when I can recruit all the players and make myself look better and make future LSU look better. How dare they not allow me to do it? It's the indignation combined with being thin-skinned that I have no problem with him taking the LSU job. How he did it is the thing that makes me think, God, I thought you maybe have turned a new leaf around. And he just
performative.
He seems to be Tennessee. He's still Tennessee, Oakland.
Did you see
I
Herbie?
mean,
USC
people
Lane.
are who they are, so I
That's my
expected him
thing.
to do this.
I thought he grew.
A hoe's gonna be a hoe.
No, and he's talking about how
he's
talking
a
about
highest
how much he
bidder.
misses his dad and how he wishes his dad was here to help him make this decision. I'm like, I don't think Monty would have done it like this, my guy.
Well, he called Pete Carroll and he called Nick Saban.
Yeah,
and they
of course.
both said your dad would have said go do it.
Nick Saban said, "Have you seen me on the Aflac commercials? Get the money. Get the damn money."
Pete said, I left college football because I cheated egregiously.
I'll put it real quick, real easy for me. I don't think that you don't have to be. He was in no position to have to be loyal to Ole Miss based on all the things that we've outlined around the history of where it's at. There's no connection for him to be loyal to Ole Miss more so than anybody else. So go get the money. LSU has a track record. Maybe the only school that'll pay more money for you to just show up for however long you stay is Texas A&M. So, I mean, LSU put the money up. Go get it, man. It's there.
Do you agree Lane is smart? We all agree Lane is smart. Okay. You don't think the recruiting has already taken place?
Well, it started immediately when the number one recruit in the country was like, oh, I'm staying now. Like, that's it. I mean, it already happened. And you know what? He said, I'm staying now because they gave him $25 million to allocate out. And he saw that the kid Underwood in Michigan just got 10.5 to flip off of LSU. So come on. I mean, they're doing what they need to do.
And his coaches, he already talked to them. And the truth is, you have the fear of a new coach coming in, bringing his own guys, get on the plane. Like it does, to me, that does seem like a Godfather type move. Get on the plane.
Yeah.
And to me, the best video was Lane getting on the plane. People curse him out. Then they see the offensive coordinator,
Charlie Weiss Jr.
getting on in there, just, oh, you too. Like they didn't know.
Yeah.
And they see these come, they're just ridiculing him. It's beautiful.
It is. It's so entertaining. It truly is, man. College football, my God almighty. I love it. I really do.
Everybody does. I mean,
I do.
You can't.
It's so interesting.
We all love other sports too,
Yeah.
but you have 100,000 in the stand.
I know.
You have entire states cursing or praising a coach.
I like Michigan, Ohio State for me is kind of like Duke, UNC, where it's like I don't root for anybody in that thing. It's something that happens, and I enjoy watching whoever it is lose. But because Michigan was on the run, there was no doubt that for some reason I was like, why am I rooting for Ohio State in this game? Because the Michigan fans have been so annoying, but I respect the fact, like, why not? But I really enjoyed Ohio State winning that game, and God, the game really is just.
And then Michigan looked kind of petty when they were just standing on the field, so they wouldn't plant the flag, and I don't know. Make this look foolish.
They needed to make sure that last year didn't happen again, though. It almost looked like the last Boy Scout out there.
I don't think they cared, though. They just all left. They were just celebrating.
Ohio State, their head coach said, look, let's keep the kids separate. We're not planting any flags. He actually was an adult in that situation.
And then they're all like protecting the logo.
And then they're like writing different things in the end zone, messing the end zone up and stuff like that.
The week before, OU was like, or I can't remember what school it was, but they had roped off their logo. And they had like staff members out there like stopping players from taking pictures.
It was Alabama.
Alabama.
Yeah, that's
Alabama.
right. That's right.
God, ridiculous.
It's crazy, man. My God almighty. Let's see what the text line has to say. Oh, let's see here. Week win with LSU. Who is in charge of college football? Laugh out loud. Oh, sorry about that question. My bad. I'm still getting into it. I'm a rookie talking about this stuff, man. Sounds like it's going to be a great show today, but I have a family rabbit hunt to get to. Have a good day, everybody. Science chimes and goes,
how's that go? How's that work? Family rabbit hunt. That sounds interesting. I'd actually like more details about that.
I don't know if I want to kill a rabbet. I kind of like rabbits. They're cute.
It sounds like a good way to run.
Stella's already killing enough of them.
And there's too many.
Like, are you taking the kids out?
Too many.
That's a good way to run them down.
Too many deer. Get rid of them. That's like numero uno. Almost killed about 4 today driving here. Good Lord.
When do the rabbits go away? Like, isn't it too cold for them now? I still see them in my backyard.
I think they're pretty protected.
I think that's probably why the rabbit hunt's right now. You got to get them before they go away.
Yeah, before they go into hibernation. I don't know. Oh man, let's see. Ole Miss needs a higher coach. Oh, I see him jogging around all the time. Looks pretty good, actually. Let's see. That was Bama. Lane is Mr. Tough Guy confronting that dude with a team of security guards behind him. Yeah, he did. I hate that.
So you want to walk in here and call me a hoe? We'll see how it goes.
I want to call him a hoe. Hopefully he gets in my face, to be honest with you.
That'd be great. I'd actually love that.
Would you call him a hoe?
Yeah, hoe. He's a hoe.
I would love it if he ran into Lane.
Man, you called him a hoe. That's damn.
If someone said that, you're a hoe, and compared you, okay? Because we're talking nuance here. We're talking.
I don't have a lot of nuance when it comes to that. Maybe that's just the way I am.
If someone said that, then Maddie, look.
Oh no.
Wouldn't you say something to him?
Oh yeah, there ain't no way.
Who's a football player just called somebody a hoe?
I can't do anything about the fact that I got a bunch of security around me because I'm a head coach in college. I want everybody to know in my heart, it don't matter who's around if you do
and
that.
that whole thing. Well, he didn't call him. He didn't call him. You did. You compared him to his behavior to a hoe. He's allowed to. He's allowed to take up for himself.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Gotcha. Let's see. He didn't give me one of those.
Ridiculous.
No, he didn't. So sorry. Listen. When you buy a hot tub, you want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub, where head means premium. American-made products priced better than the competition and the best price guaranteed in town. They'll beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in the business and 400-plus five-star reviews, you could trust they'll be here to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, the highest quality, the best price. Visit besthot-tub-prices.com today. That's besthot-tub-prices.com today. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
Look at this handsome fella.
The Lou Information Station, a whole new way to enjoy content created just for those of us in the St. Louis area. It's a whole new way to advertise and promote your business. Reach out and find out just how different we are. If you're tired of one-sided advertising offerings or your traditional media rep trying to shove digital marketing down your throat, visit louinfo.com and click on advertising. Or email partnerships@louinfo.com for more information.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
At Brown & Crouppen, we get that after an accident, money's tight. That's why we offer so much for free. First call, free. First consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. So call Brown & Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
This is Mizzou wide receiver Kevin Coleman Jr.
And I'm Mizzou linebacker Josiah Trotter.
When we hit the field, we have each other's back.
And off the field, we got James Carlton, State Farm covering us.
Thanks, fellas. Nothing beats college football season and nothing beats saving money. Just by getting a quote from our office and mentioning Mizzou, we'll make a donation to support Mizzou's will to win push on your behalf. No strings attached.
So you're supporting the team just by checking your rates. Doesn't get any easier than that.
It's so easy. Check them out online at cartoninsurance.net. MIZZOU.
Louinfo.com news headlines brought to you by Brown & Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. Sports betting officially launches today in Missouri. Those 21 and older can place wagers on professional sports from their phones, computers, or at licensed casinos and sports venues. The move comes more than a year after voters narrowly approved Amendment 2 and after regulators spent months setting rules and issuing licenses. Missouri becomes the 39th state to legalize sports betting. Police are still investigating after a 58-year-old man was hit and killed the night before Thanksgiving on the south side of St. Louis. The man was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead there. The driver is cooperating with the investigation. A 6-alarm fire burned through several old warehouses in downtown St. Louis on Saturday, just 4 blocks from the Gateway Arch. The buildings are part of a redevelopment district. The fire is still under investigation. After heavy snow and a wintry mix over the weekend, this week looks to be cold and dry with highs in the low 30s. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather, presented by STL Sports Central. St. Louis sports, anytime, anywhere.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. Some snow showers hanging around today. Our afternoon high going up to about 30. We have another low pressure system moving in from the Central Plains. Overnight, we're down in the low 20s, 1 to 2 inches of snowfall possible. And then tomorrow, we're back to a mix of sunshine and clouds, and we'll hit about 30. Sunny on Wednesday, upper 30s. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Hi, it's Jennifer Bardot, and I am here with Edward Jones financial advisor Bethany Schell. Bethany, when it comes to choosing a financial advisor, what should people really be asking?
Jennifer, I think the first question is simple. Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Your goals, your family, your future, it should always be personalized.
So it's not just about numbers?
Exactly. Life changes, and so does your financial situation. You want someone who will be there with you, working with you to help keep your strategy on track.
What if someone is brand new to investing?
That's the best time to start. Use an established process to create a personalized strategy backed by advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we make sure you have access to the information you need when you need it.
I love that. So it sounds like financial planning is really about living life on your own terms.
It really is. I believe feeling rich isn't about hitting a magic number. It's about having financial strategies that support a life you love. Because the key to being rich is knowing what counts. Contact me today at 314-648-2020. This is a paid-for ad by Bethany Schell at Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen,
the most perfectly trained athlete ever,
and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
I'm an influential and respected man.
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Yeah, 8:48 on a Monday. Let's go. Hot Take Central 2.0. Cam Janssen, Matthew Rocchio, Jimmy the Cat Hayes, Matty Whitener. The only reason why I said that, Rock, is because the Wombat chimes in and he goes, row, and he put a key, and then he put O. Not liking Lane is the least shocking development. The dude is a miserable person.
I didn't say I disliked Lane.
No, now he said he liked him. In the beginning, I thought he didn't.
I don't like him.
Because, I wasn't commenting on him. I was commenting on the way he was acting and the decisions making he was having, which I thought was poor. But, listen. Like him running down the field with his receiver when he's the offensive coordinator for Alabama and things like that. I love cocky offensive coordinators. They're fun like that. But I've also have been against him in all 5 of his ugly exits because he somehow finds a way to exit places the worst way possible every single time.
Did he ever get jammed up?
He's talented.
Do you ever get jammed up in anything else?
According to people,
hanging out. Oh yeah.
That's what the rumors are.
Well, because
the claims,
the bad feelings are all going to rise to the top now. But here's the thing: things don't end well usually, right? If they're going to end, they're going to end badly. I mean, you have a breakup, doesn't end well in most cases.
No,
it's the rarity when.
The way that people do things also affects how the breakup goes. That's how it's always like how things are reacted to is always how you do them.
How would you do it differently if you were Lane?
A bunch of other coaches have left smaller programs to take raises, and a lot of them are leaving with pretty good thoughts in most places. One guy's leaving in an infamous fashion. Like there's a big difference in what he's doing and what everyone else is doing.
How could he handle it differently? I'm serious. I'm asking.
He could have been more transparent with the fact that he was talking to another team instead of sending fake flights and stuff with a dog and things like that.
Do coaches generally, are they transparent about that?
No, but they don't purposely go on Twitter and create things to meme about and troll people. Like he was doing things to troll people on purpose. Some teams don't turn. The point is, don't turn the knife.
Drink
just stab him. Don't twist it.
Drink just said, he went after these reports and how difficult it was for him and his players. And there was a report of him. He didn't say anything of a place he never interviewed, didn't even talk to them, and was out there. So I think these are things that coaches kind of deal with in their own way. I'm not saying Lane Kiffin's a great guy. I'm just saying he played the game as most coaches, in my opinion, play the game and did what's best for him.
He played the game differently is the point.
I don't think it's that much different than other coaches.
Then why is
because he's Lane Kiffin, he's done it before.
That's okay. Well, then
because Marty Smith sat and did a sit-in visual to find out what he was going to do and was given updates every 5 minutes.
But then
a lot of this is
good for him
making a big deal out of it because it's something to talk about too. I mean, so again, it's working because we're here. The decision's made. It's in the books. We're still tracking it. It is what it is. Ole Miss told him, no, you don't get to coach the bowl game after you do all of this. Imagine what that would have looked like. And then, LSU plays at Ole Miss next year. There's the next point. There's the next.
Let me ask you
this.
Let me ask you this. And I'm not saying, because I think Ole Miss did the right thing. If I'm the athletic director, you're not coaching my team. You're done.
No way.
Bye.
Yeah.
However, is there anything to the thought process that you keep the coaches in place and it gives your team a better chance to win?
Well,
I'm just asking.
I'm interested to see, do we think that there's any possibility where when this is, depending on what happens this weekend and how things go, that this costs Ole Miss as far as the playoff goes?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's a very talented offensive coordinator, play caller.
That's my point.
Well, no, but I'm not talking about. I'm talking about. Do we feel like they have a seat at the table no matter what happens?
Oh God,
like regardless of what happens.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
But they'd be 11-2.
Weirder things have happened.
But let me ask you this:
like
would they be
talking about broken leg? Weird. Wow. Florida State. You thinking the committee could, if they get shellacked by 40, could turn around and say, no head coach, you just got your ass beat. I don't care if you're 11-2. We're leaving an SEC 11-2 team out.
I mean, they're not playing. That actually, again, shows the benefit what happens here for them. I mean,
it's Alabama, Georgia. My bad.
They're not. Ole Miss isn't playing. Texas A&M isn't playing. They're set up.
They're in.
They're riding through.
So that's
you would think, as long as they don't say, Ole Miss is like our 11, and like maybe they're moving back. Yeah, I'm like, how can that happen? Can't.
My question is, take all the stuff out. Take the venom out for Lane Kiffin, okay? Do everything, take it out, and just say, forget recruiting. He's already, the players that he wants are already going. It's done. I'm the AD. He wouldn't be coaching my team any further. Done.
Yeah.
Okay. Would they have a better chance with the offensive coordinator, with Kiffin as the head coach, and whatever assorted coaches got on that plane who I don't know their names? Would they have a better chance with the coaching staff intact?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
Okay,
I mean, when you shake up things like that.
So when he says, I don't think he's looking out for the players. He's looking out for himself. That's why he made the move. But if you just take the argument, would they be better with the staff intact? He might be onto something.
It'll be interesting how the chips fall for who they even end up playing. Because, I mean, right now they're going to be sitting around a 7 or an 8. And then that's going to put you kind of in that range. There's 5 SEC teams. I forgot about OU did what they needed to do as well. We're potentially looking at a Notre Dame, an Oklahoma, maybe even I don't know, whatever happens in the ACC championship game. That's going to be.
When does that all go down?
Everything.
Next weekend?
It'll all be next weekend. We'll know where all this is at by next Sunday.
And then what? So they played that, and then bowl games happen, and then the championship.
No,
how's the schedule look?
So you'll have conference championships next week. You'll have Army Navy after that, and then Heisman. Then the playoff games start.
So playoff game, the first round of the playoffs are December 19th and 20th.
Okay, cool, man.
I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know.
Let's
go somewhere and watch it.
It's awesome to go have that with Christmas and New Year's and everything.
You could love Mizzou. I do. I'm not a true son, but I've become a big Missouri fan.
Thank you. Thank you.
But now that that's over, I'm still a college football fan because these playoffs are going to be great.
Yeah. Who would you rather coach, Mizzou or Ole Miss?
Listen, Cameron, we don't have to ask questions like that.
Why? I'm just saying, like, what's a better?
I'd rather coach Mizzou.
No, okay,
Matty would. Matty definitely
But
would coach Mizzou.
I don't want to live in Mississippi.
You get my question, though.
What about the history of that university makes you nervous to coach that?
I am not nervous. I'm absolute against doing
Ole Miss Ole Miss was really good in the 1960s, and then they fell off for some reason in the mid-60s. Any idea why?
What about LSU then? None of those teams?
LSU down in Bayou, yeah, that's not bad. But I mean,
You
you
got
know,
90 million. You're
down
going.
there.
You're going anywhere.
I'm going. I mean, am I getting the same deal? Are you offering me the Kiffin deal?
They got damn good food down there.
Yeah, we'll figure something
Damn
out.
good food.
I'm against Ole Miss.
Here's my question. I don't know enough about Ole Miss, but do their fans say when something bad happens, Ole Miss is going to Ole Miss like Mizzou is going to Mizzou?
Well, that gives you a little leeway, though. That's a little leeway.
What's a better program?
Right now?
Just in the last 10 years.
Right now, Ole Miss
In the last
they're
10 years?
position.
Yeah.
In the last 10 years, Ole Miss versus Mizzou is very close.
Okay. That's what I was trying to get
I mean,
at.
I would say it's
right
Mizzou.
now.
Right now, Ole Miss is. Okay.
But yeah, I mean they're 11-1.
Can you imagine a coach telling Maddie, get on the plane? Get on the plane. Like, to me,
Like,
of
is
all
this
this thing that's fun.
This is an episode
Watching
of
these
Homeland?
guys,
What are we doing?
like you said, hey, we were gonna go to the neighbor's house, or we're gonna watch a little of this on Netflix. Honey, I can't. I'm getting on the plane.
I'm sorry.
the plane.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna miss dinner. A conversion van just pulled up in front of the house, and some guys are gonna put me in.
You know what? I would get on the plane, though.
You have to. No doubt. No, you're a hostage.
She is to save the day.
The fact that get on the plane is even a part of this is incredible.
That, to me, is the best thing about it.
Incredible.
Get on the plane.
Incredible.
Because think about it. You're going to get more money. You don't know you have a job if you stay. Get on the plane.
Yeah.
Get on the plane. Hi. How you doing?
Thank you.
All right, great. All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be back. Hot Take Central 2.0.
Tune in each week as STL Sports Central, the Lou Information Station, and the Too Many Men on the Mic podcast present the Mid-States Club Hockey Association Game of the Week. Brought to you by Mattingly Lumber, Vantage Credit Union, Chicken and Pickle, and by the Watson Private Wealth Group at Stifel.
Is diabetes keeping you from enjoying life's special moments? At US Med, we understand the challenges you face, and we're here to help.
With US Med, I can finally manage my diabetes without it managing me.
US Med offers a wide range of services to simplify your diabetes care. Personalized care plans, convenient access to cutting-edge diabetes tech, and knowledgeable support. Plus, we'll check your insurance so your diabetes care may be covered at little or no cost to you.
With US Med, I feel confident and control of my diabetes. I can finally live my life to the fullest.
Don't let diabetes hold you back. Choose US Med and experience better birthdays, better adventures, better anniversaries, and better everything. Call now. US Med. Better service, better care. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. 800-891-6335. That's 800-891-6335.
STL Sports Central is St. Louis's first all-digital sports network, and it's easy to find on YouTube. Catch the Randy Carricker Show featuring Brooke Grimsley Monday through Friday at 10 a.m. Videos and written content from Bernie Miklasz, Card Central 365 every day, plus post-game shows after every St. Louis sports team plays. It's all at your fingertips on YouTube and online at stlsportscentral.com. Check it out.
The Earl Austin Experience with Earl Austin Jr. Saturday mornings from 9 to 11. Brought to you by Fast Track Auto Transport, St. Louis's go-to company for all your vehicle transport needs. Visit ftautotrans.com or call 636-677-9004. The Lou Information Station, 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Radio News, I'm John Summers. President Trump says he's terminating any document former President Biden allegedly used an autopin to sign.
In a post on Truth Social, Trump said the number of documents signed with the alleged autopin was around 92%. He said an autopin isn't allowed to be used if approval isn't given by the president himself. Trump added Biden wasn't involved in the process, and if he says he was, Trump says he'll bring Biden up on charges of perjury. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has requested a pardon from his nation's president, Isaac Herzog. Netanyahu is standing trial there for bribery, fraud, and breach of trust. His request comes after President Trump threw his support behind a pardon for the Israeli prime minister. In a letter to Herzog, Trump expressed he respects the independence of the Israeli justice system and its requirements, but said the case against Netanyahu is a political, unjustified prosecution. A close aide of Ukrainian President Zelensky stepped down after anti-corruption agencies conducted raids at his home. Now former chief of staff to the president, Andriy Yermak, was leading Ukraine's delegation during peace talks recently to end the war with Russia. Zelensky made the announcement in his daily TV address Friday. U.S. Representative from Texas, Troy Nehls, says he will not run for re-election in 2016.
U.S. Representative from Texas Troy Nehls says he will not run for re-election in 2026. Nehls announced his decision on Saturday, saying he wants to focus on his family after consulting over Thanksgiving. Nehls has served in Congress since 2021, and following the announcement, his twin brother, Trevor, immediately declared his candidacy for the seat.
That's reporter Rob Martier. A new survey shows on-the-clock holiday shopping is the norm for many workers. 6 in 10 full-time employees say they plan to hunt for Cyber Monday deals today while at work, and most admit they don't feel guilty because everyone does it. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Commerce moves fast. Your business should too. If you're not on the first page of search results, you're losing customers. Out of sight, out of mind is true. Don't let that be you. iLocal.net has helped local businesses dominate search results since 2009. For a limited time, iLocal.net is offering a free website analysis to improve the online presence of your business. Local business owners across the U.S. turn to iLocal.net to improve their search engine rankings. Search engines are constantly changing their algorithms. You need the professionals who know how to use those changes to benefit your business. Don't hope for new customers. Get found and be chosen. Call 888-699-2407 for your free website analysis. Don't wait. Call 888-699-2407. That's 888-699-2407 for your free website analysis. Call 888-699-2407.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Jim, this is going to be the year. I've got to turn my backyard into a full-blown paradise. I'm talking a pool, outdoor kitchen, fire pit, the whole deal.
Cam, does this have anything to do with that year-end bonus you think you're getting?
Absolutely. I'm already spending it in my head. But unlike Clark Griswold, I won't end up in the Jelly of the Month Club because I called Merrimack Pools and Outdoors.
Smart move. They don't do surprises unless you count actually finishing projects on time.
Exactly. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors will sit down with you now before the end of the year. Plan out everything. Straightforward pricing. Amazing designs. Get started and you could be splashing around in your own brand new pool by Memorial Day.
So plan now, relax later.
Go to splashstl.com and schedule your consultation.
Merrimack Pools and Outdoors, helping St. Louis families turn Griswold-sized dreams into backyard realities for more than 25 years. SplashSTL.com.
And if that bonus doesn't come through, Jimmy, parked right in the boss's driveway.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
The Lou Information Station presents Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
Oh, 9:05 on a Monday. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend, lovely Thanksgiving weekend. Enjoyed the snow. We just got little bad news, Rock. What'd you just say there? Snuggerud.
Yeah, it looks like the Blues just tweeted this out. Jimmy Snuggerud will undergo surgery on his left wrist, and Alexei Toropchenko is week to week after sustaining burns to his legs in a home accident.
Oh, my God.
Fryer? Had to be a fryer,
Yeah,
right?
wow.
Fried a turkey.
That's the second guy that burned himself barbecuing. A kid from the Florida Panthers did the same thing right after Jack Hughes cut himself at that the cutting whatever the hell.
Snuggerud is out for he'll be reevaluated in 6 weeks.
Oh man.
That's not good.
Oh yeah. Rock, who's the best player in the Blues right now? Who do you think I'm thinking of? I'm gonna ask you too, Rachel.
Philip Broberg?
God, you're too smart. That big brain of yours, damn it. Man. He is the best player on the ice right now. He's unbelievable, playing great, making plays, setting plays up, getting chances left and right. He's so fast. The Blues are 2 points out of a wild card spot now. Holy cow. Because everybody's losing, I feel like. There's nobody running away with anything besides the Avalanche.
The Blues have recalled forward Alex Santeri Kaskamaki from the Springfield Thunderbirds. He's played 16 games for the Thunderbirds, collecting 7 points. 6 foot, 193-pound forward has appeared in 79 career AHL games, posting 41 points.
So he's going to get his first game tonight. He's going to get his first game tonight.
Third round pick from the 2022 draft.
He's never played an NHL game. He's going to take the tour around and warm ups with no bucket on, ripping around while everybody claps. It's such a damn good feeling. I also got to give a little shout out to Clayton Keller, local boy here, who I love to death. His daddy passed away, man, right at Thanksgiving. And he didn't miss a beat. I think he played a game right the next night, and then he played in St. Louis, and the Blues did a really good job. They did a moment of silence for him, put his picture up and all that stuff. So Clayton was just, I don't know how you do that. Yeah, I don't know how you do that.
Sometimes it's good to throw yourself into what you do, man, and just keep pushing.
I don't know.
I'm
man.
sure he wanted to play.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have played unless he thought that was the best thing.
And maybe he thought my dad would want me to play.
Yeah.
Utah put out a statement and said that.
I would be cuckoo-ville. I don't know how my emotions would be.
You know what the Blues record is right now? The real record, not the fake.
The fake one, what is it?
9-17.
Ain't good. And they're still in the mix.
And you're still in the mix.
It's crazy. Everybody's like, and no one's running away with it. It's kind of nice. A little bit of parity in the NHL, man. It's good.
2 games in a row now, potentially, according to our friend Lou Brown, win tonight, and they make it a streak. But without Snuggie now, without Alexei Toropchenko, do you think, what kind of improvement have you seen from the Blues over the last 2 games, and how much of this are these injuries going to be an obstacle?
Well, they're not sitting back. I don't think that's going to be that. I haven't noticed Snuggerud too much. I only know make some plays here and there. Toropchenko took a 5-minute major the other day. He went knee on knee with Logan Cooley. I don't think Logan Cooley's hurt, although he's playing unbelievable. It looked like he blew his knee out, but I think it was just a Charlie horse, which if you ever had a Charlie horse, a nasty-ass Charlie horse, it will put you downtown Chinatown for at least a couple days, and your whole leg swells up. So sometimes it looks bad, but it's not just a big bone bruise. But when you fly, I've had a guy, man, I play with her. He got one of those Charlie horses. We flew 5 hours to L.A., his leg swelled up so bad. He had to go right to the hospital. They had to drain all this stuff. He almost lost his leg. So a lot of things could happen when you're in the air. They had to fly from St. Louis to Anaheim that night on an 8-game road trip. So I think he probably went right home, but it's not good to get on a plane and that altitude when you have a Charlie horse. It's just brutal. But yeah, Toropchenko got a 5-minute major late in that game. They shut it down. Benner was awesome. They get the lead and they kind of stuck with it the last couple of games. They looked a lot more solid. Yeah, man, they look like a completely different team the last couple of games. But let's just see how it goes. Listen, I know, Maddie, you threw some coin down tonight against Anaheim. You said you threw some coin down.
Yes.
Well, everybody should download DraftKings and throw a coin down on this.
Wait.
But why,
Rock? You're taking away from my patriotism.
But what is it? Why are you saying that? What is
taking
the
promotion?
Because there's a promo right now on DraftKings. We've signed up in Missouri, or it's you're getting a profit boost on a Blues to have more than one shot on goal against the Ducks tonight. And you can bet $50 maximum.
So it's just guaranteed.
So I would suggest you download the DraftKings app. If you already haven't, use promo code STL Sports, and get involved that way, and then throw $50 down on the Blues because it seems like it's a good chance that one's going to hit.
And also it's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
We as Missourians voted for this.
Yes.
We have gotten what we put out as a civic demand. We have the opportunity to do it now and to stimulate the Missouri economy. And to be able to do this in
Just
a
like
patriotic way that continues to get behind our teams. Maybe the Blues aren't exactly where we want them to be. That's fine. But they're going to take one shot. Your dollar is going to help.
Better.
Your dollar is going to allegedly help the educational system in Missouri.
Yes.
And if nothing else,
it doesn't need any help.
It's going to stop giving it to Kansas and Illinois, who are probably the saddest people of this whole thing. Because now, on Saturday mornings, you won't drive down the street. You see 85 cars from Missouri places on the side.
Penthouse going to take a dip?
On this day, Matt Widener is announcing his candidacy for mayor of St. Louis.
Wait, I don't want to get involved in that.
Did I take it a little
I don't want to get involved in that.
Yes, you do.
First of all,
it sounded really good.
I'm not turning my back on Cat and what we've got stirring up. But number two,
we have a plan.
I got caught in the moment.
Run for the mayor.
You might win. Bottom 5 job in St. Louis.
Dude, you might win.
The mayor of St. Louis. No, thank you. Karen,
you wouldn't want to do that? You wouldn't want to do that?
You might end up in jail. If you do that.
Yeah, somebody will get you.
No, that's alderman. That's a guaranteed run up the river right there. But here's the thing. Yeah, I'm glad to be able to do that. But it's patriotic to put my first dollars as a Missouri better.
I like your style.
Behind
I like your style.
the St. Louis Blues, who, by the way, have been fantastic to me over the years. Fantastic.
The dumbest argument against this gambling, which I think is a good thing, and I don't believe that all the money will ever go where they say it's going to go, because it never does. It's like the lottery is going to make sure there's money for education, but it's a good thing. But I do hear people, and I think there was something in the Post-Dispatch. I didn't read it, but I saw a headline. But I've heard this argument that it's going to change the nature of the fan base because they're going to be angrier or whatever. I think that's such a silly thing.
That car's so far out the
I haven't been betting at all the last few years because it's been illegal. And look how angry I am.
Mm-hmm. But you're in a different level. You're in a different level.
You're angry because you're not pro-capitalism or democracy. You're more of an oligarch guy.
You have zero proof to either of those statements. Once again, Jim Hayes lying to our listeners blatantly.
Just your words.
Lying to our listeners blatantly.
I think the fact that you have 2 Molotov cocktails in your trunk proves my
I
point.
hope not, Rocky.
That is a personal matter. Has nothing to do with my thoughts on government. Thank you very much.
Can I ask you about SLU? I don't know if it's time for SLU, but I watched SLU. I've been told that they've been on FanDuel a bunch of times.
I can't believe you were able of all the games that you were able to watch SLU, you're able to watch them on not when they're on ESPN Plus every game. It's the 2 games where they're on CBS Sports Network and then True TV. Those games, Cat locks in.
Because True TV is on my cable.
Mine too.
And I don't have to switch. Like when I want to watch something on like Prime or whatever, Tyler, get over here.
Give me the other remote. I get it. Yeah, I get it.
But I was like, True TV, I can find that. And I was like excited to watch because I am a SLU fan and I haven't seen them. So I wanted to give my thoughts. First, Rock, that kid Stanford 5-1. They're not. I could just tell you, they're not going to do well in conference.
There's a chance they win 20 games, and if they do, that's not a bad loss.
But they're
because the ACC.
But they're a real squad. SLU is faced.
It's risk,
right? But it's a real.
Santa Clara was a better team, which is who they beat, and then they lost to Stanford.
Maybe, but
Santa Clara's a better team.
That kid from Stanford got fouled while shooting a 3 and should have gotten 3 shots. There's no question about that.
No, he was fouled 3 times before he went into his shooting motion, so it should have been exactly the foul call that it was. I mean, you can't watch. I'm sorry, Jim. You cannot watch that play and tell me that Deion Brown did not foul him 3 times going up the court before he got into a shooting motion. That's a fact. This is not subjective.
Those were reach.
This is not
those
subjective.
Were reach fouls.
That's a foul.
He got him with the bye.
That's a foul.
Did they call it?
You just said it. No, you just said it. It was a reach foul. You're correct.
I didn't say a reach foul. No, you reaching. I watched the whole game.
What phrase did he say? He said the phrase, it was a reach foul. You just said it out of your own mouth.
It was a reach.
You're 100% correct. It was a reach foul.
I saw that all game that it wasn't called. He should have got 3. However, aside from the horrific ending,
what game are you watching?
Tell me if I'm wrong about this. I think they have a ton of talent. I don't think they're close to developing who they're going to be this season because they have so many different players in the mix that do different things, which is a good thing. And I know Shirt says they're going to change out starting lineups. I think they're going to kind of at some point find the right mix and when to utilize those assets. I also think they're lost offensively without Avila on the court. That's when I think they struggle. Without him on the court.
I disagree mainly because one of their best lineups this year has been the 5-guard lineup. Without Avila, where Avila's on the bench, it's been one of the best lineups for them this season. Their 4-out lineups with Paulo Tieno statistically are right on the same.
He plays
line.
defense. But defensively, Avila's not that good. Right? He's not. And they're going to get muscled, I think, against some of the better teams. But I think they're really good. I really like Green. I'd like to utilize him more offensively. But I think they have so many good pieces that can do different things that I do think they have a ton of assets and they're going to be really good.
Yeah, he shouldn't he is I don't know why he didn't use more of the bench and use more of the rotation later in that game against Stanford because it was the second game in 24 hours, and that was the game he decided to tighten up the rotations. I thought that was kind of an odd move, in my opinion, but I think the strength of this team is being able to lean on teams late because they're able to run 8 deep pretty much every game. It just depends on who's hot and gets kind of relegated as the ninth person who's not really going to be part of the top 8. And so I think that's one of their strengths this year. So I don't think turning away from that strength is a good idea for them. The offense is going to continue to get better. They keep developing the offense. Every game you watch, it's just the half court offense was running a lot more sophisticated and a lot more detailed and a lot more successful half court sets against both Stanford in the first half and the whole game against Santa Clara compared to the first 5 games at home when they were ripping and running and they didn't have to play in the half court. So you didn't know, is the half court going to look good when they have to? It looked better than I thought it was going to.
Zone hurt him. Zone slowed him down.
Yeah, so their zone offense has been a bugaboo. It was problematic against, I think, Chicago State. They sucked against zone. They sucked against zone against GCU and I think Purdue Fort Wayne. That's probably why Stanford had that in their back pocket late in the game. And the problem is they shouldn't be bad against zone because 2 of the ways to break zone is to get the ball inside and to shoot over the top of it. And they have the perfect person to get the ball inside, Robbie Avila. He's built to be the perfect way to break zone defense because you get him inside and then he can just pass.
He likes to be outside.
He can pass to cutters. I'm just
like to be
get him on. Get him on the elbow is busting the inside of a zone though. And so he's perfect and he's fine playing at the foul line. He's fine playing at the elbow. That's all you need him to do. And then he can fire passes from there. You get cutters going from there, and then you can shoot over the top of it. And they have the shooters. They have 4 or 5 guys who are crazy good shooters. They just couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat for some reason in that gymnasium on Friday or Saturday night. They're creating tons of open shots against a very good Santa Clara defense. Couldn't hit any. They're creating tons of open shots against a mediocre Stanford defense. Couldn't hit any of that.
There's an option if you fall out of a boat, you.
It got me worried. I thought of you, and I didn't like it.
I'm excited if that's a thing.
If you fall out,
never mind. I don't want to digress.
Man, it unfortunately means you're a bad jump shooter.
Oh well,
and your boat's messed up.
Not a problem. I personally have.
As I'm saying, but you got to make that trade off. If you'll never drown, but you'll also never be a good jump shooter.
I know. I'll stay where I'm at.
That's what I'm saying. I thought you'd
don't get on the boat.
They have like the ceiling is just so much higher for this team. It just sucks that the margin for error is nil because they're going to have to win 27 or 28 games, which means they can lose 2 in games in conference, and their conference is looking like it's going to be better than it's been in the last few years. So, are they going to have to completely go on a run here and win the conference tournament to be a tournament team, or if they go a run out from here, if they win the big games like Dayton, VCU on the road, can they be an at-large team?
Now, that conference gets an at-large team generally, don't they?
Not in the last 4 years they have.
Now, that was going to be my question.
Is the last 4 years, I think?
Is the field expanding this year, or is that next year? So, because that's one of the things there that, they've got to outright go for it, or they've got to be such a powerhouse as an option on the bubble. Because when you get to those things, that's when you start competing with those 17-win SEC teams and things like that. When you look at look at their ratings. They're just not going to grade the same just due to who they play.
They haven't decided on another expansion. So right now we're at 68.
So it's still
talking about
72
to 76.
That's crazy.
But it's not happening. But I mean, Josh Schertz has been
should not.
Good.
Josh Schertz has been very open about how, I mean, people, it's crazy too. People want to blame SLU for having a bad schedule. It's not SLU's fault they have a bad schedule. It's not SLU's fault they don't play a lot of Power 4, Power 5 teams. It's Power 4, Power 5 teams' fault, because why would they risk playing a good mid-major team and getting themselves a Q2 or Q3 loss? Power 4 teams right now are about two things: quad 1 games and quad 4 wins. That's the formula to getting into the tournament as a Power 4 team. You unfortunately completely screw over the mid-majors, and they now have to make their own way. And to the people saying no, I got some people telling me, no one's scared to play SLU. There's no team out there that didn't want to schedule SLU. Listen, Iowa made it a no media available scrimmage for a reason. That's all I'll say.
So the big teams only play other big teams and crap teams.
Yes, that's the only. They do not want to play quad 2 or quad 3 teams because they don't want to risk a quad 2 loss. Because quad 2 wins don't matter. Yeah. Quad 1 losses aren't bad. So let's get the quad 1 wins we can, and let's farm quad 4 W's by 25 points.
Yeah. Okay.
And let's screw over the mid-major.
In other words, if you're in a big conference, it's going to get a lot of teams in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
12 last year.
You rack up your wins against bad teams. You try to fight through your conference. Boom, you're in the tournament.
I get you.
Some of those conference stacking things happen though too. Also, is because of how these conferences have gotten blown up. I mean, so it's not like
ruining everything
in the day where you had, 11 teams and then, it would be crazy if like 8 of them made it then. You've got 15 teams in some of these conferences, and then maybe it's a little bit high.
12
and over half of them.
Isn't 12 a little bit high?
I mean, listen, you just did the reason why it is or why it's not. Whether it's right is a completely different thing. But, in college basketball, it gets funny because you have all these early season tournaments where people, quote unquote, get their losses out the way early, or they look good against each other. And it becomes more of a measurement as opposed to a detriment. Whereas in college football, taking losses, that's it.
Yeah.
You don't have time to rally for it. Nobody remembers what happened in November by the time you get to March, especially if it says you lost to Michigan State. So let's say North Carolina, Michigan State play. You take an early season loss there. You're like, they lost by 5. It's not that bad. Whereas if you lose to a SLU or you lose to a Missouri State or something like that, it's like, ew.
Where's Mizzou in all this?
Well, Mizzou is one of the undefeated teams that are now eligible for the national championship.
Are they considered top tier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mizzou and Mizzou.
Yeah, we're in the SEC.
Listen, Mizzou does the same thing. That Mizzou doesn't want to play the SLU game because there's no point in Mizzou's favor to play the SLU game beyond the local flavor that everyone would enjoy it. Because again,
which is important.
So to Schertz's point, he's like, well, listen, this is the way that the college basketball is. So the way we solve it is we get good enough to the point where we are Q1 game, essentially, where it's not a risk to play us. It's a benefit if they win, but it's not a risk if they lose necessarily.
Yeah. Well, but for Mizzou also, though, Mizzou does play Illinois every year, which is a more beneficial game for them to play based on how things are. If you're looking for a regional dynamic, it's more beneficial for both Illinois and Mizzou to play each other than to play SLU.
Would Mizzou
number one
stomp SLU right now
for their Q1s though?
Well, Mizzou versus SLU would be an interesting game. That's one I've never seen it in my entire life. I've never seen that happen. That'd be
it's hard to handicap it. I think
it's tricky this year because they both haven't played anybody.
Mizzou has Notre Dame tomorrow night and Kansas on Sunday.
Yeah, a week from now we'll really know if Kansas is or if Mizzou's up there. I think, Sean Phillips versus Avalo would be interesting. Phillips would be able to pull down some boards.
I don't think SLU's got an answer for Mark Mitchell.
Otieno can stick with Mark Mitchell.
He can stick with him, but it's a different thing. I didn't say yes or not. I didn't say yes or no.
That's the one. Actually, that's the one big thing I'm not worried about with SLU facing off against
But Mizzou. The difference
is he really 6'9" or really 6'7"? Yeah,
he's 6'8".
The difference is though when you start to have these power conference teams play against the mid majors is there's a lot more that those mid majors have to do against those bigger schools. Yep. So you can say he could go one-on-one with him. Basketball is not a one-on-one sport. So what you're going to have to do is deal with all the guard pressure that Mizzou's going to bring too, and the things that go through that. That's where it gets tricky when you start to see some of them that happens. I'd like to see the game.
Size is going to get size is going to give Slew trouble.
Not really.
I think so.
I don't like the one issue. Like Sean Phillips is going to have a good game against Avila because like Avila. The thing for me is like his team defense isn't what I worry about with him. For him, it's just that it's too easy for teams to get an easy 2 by backing him down for a post move. And so like for me, like more like that's a smaller thing because teams don't use a lot of posts, but it is something that is problematic. He's shown to be a better drop player in the pick and roll, which basically means that if you watch somebody in a pick and roll, instead of him playing up against the ball where his man's setting the screen, he's dropping back to contain either the driving ball handler, or he's dropping back to contain the rolling big man. So he plays fine when they play a lot of drop coverage, and they've tried some blitz coverage, which again, that means he's playing right at the screen in the pick and roll. And he's been better than last year, but he's still, he gets 2 points like every time a guy posts up against him, which is problematic. And so like Sean Phillips has a really good game against him. Otieno versus Mitchell is a really fascinating matchup. But the Billikens, the one thing they have that puts them not, again, like in the same tier as these D1 teams, but puts them in a not far behind, is that they have plenty of length in the backcourt and on the wings. All of their wings are plus length. So they have Kellen Thames is 6'6" with a 6'7" wingspan. Quentin Jones, 6'6" with a 6'9" wingspan. Mari McCautry, 6'6" with a 7-foot wingspan. Deion Brown, 6'3" with a 6'7" wingspan. All of their guys are plus length. And so while the one thing that Mizzou definitely does is Ant Robinson and Sebastian Mack probably each get 4 steals apiece because they are fantastic defensive guards, and Slew is terribly irresponsible with the ball. Those guys live in that one, but they're not able to like live on drives because Slew is super long on the perimeter.
Mizzou's favored by 1.5 tomorrow against Notre Dame in the ACC SEC challenge. So, and then you go in and you play Kansas on Sunday, where you don't know. It doesn't sound like Darren Peterson's going to play in that game. It's a week from now, so you'll see what it looks like. But again, you're going to start to find out, because when you get into the SEC, you don't want to come in there because you've got Kentucky and you got Florida right off the top from Mizzou. So, I mean, the things they've got to be concerned about are higher stakes once you start to get into conference play, whereas Slew just needs to beat who's in front of them consistently. And that's the key to making it out and having a real consideration as a mid-major getting to the tournament.
And Mizzou has this unbelievable recruiting class.
Oh,
right? I mean, this year might be an hors d'oeuvre,
it's
right?
going to be fantastic.
Unless everyone hits the portal.
I get unreasonably worried about being Mizzou'd when it comes to recruiting, because I remember last time there was a big recruit coming and it didn't quite work out the way it needed to with Michael Porter. So I
would he bang up his knee or something?
No, his back went out like the first game of the season.
Yeah, I remember TJ was pumping him up so much.
And then he came back and he shot like 85 shots against Florida State, and Mizzou got drilled. And I was like, get this guy out of here.
Yeah, I remember that.
And now every time he pops up on a podcast,
what's he doing now?
He's challenging
WNBA.
He's challenging eighth grade WNBA players. He's challenging as an 8th grade version of him against WNBA
Sophie
players.
Cunningham came out and actually had a pretty good quote. She's like, it's probably true, but why even say it?
It's an unnecessary fight.
Yeah, the bigger thing is that he doesn't tip.
What?
He thinks tipping,
he's a cheap ass.
He thinks tipping culture is wrong. He doesn't think that if he thinks that if he spends if he has like a $3,000 check, he doesn't think that waiters do enough work to get 20% of a $3,000 check. So he's like, I'll give you a couple. He's like, I'll give you like $100, $200, $300, but I'm not giving you 20% on that. You didn't do enough work for that.
I don't.
And Lonzo, and the thing is then not Lonzo. LaMelo Ball sitting there like, no, I always tip 20%.
Yeah, tip 20%. It's like sometimes I tip 30%.
I love.
I don't have their money.
If you're wealthy, you should tip and you should overtip.
I don't.
You ever listen to her podcast, Sophie Cunningham?
He says something dumb every time he's on a podcast.
I don't claim. No, I've never listened to her podcast.
Because I hung out with the guy that's with her, West Wilson. I don't know.
He's with her. With her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I need to know.
What's
did
up?
you get to meet Andy Cohen the other night?
I've met him before.
I know, but did you get to talk to him again?
No. I was with Wes.
She's been freaking out. Because
he texted me in the middle of the night wanting to party. And I'm like, I'm at home, baby.
Wes did?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
She loves Summer House.
He seemed pretty cool.
I love Summer House. I think he's entertaining as hell. He's
a
screwed
football
over my
player.
girl Sierra, but
What's he doing? Yeah.
He played a little dirty.
I asked him
Sierra.
I heard about that.
He's an
too.
F-boy.
I had to
He played a
do
little
my homework
dirty.
on him.
Played a little dirty.
Little dirty boy. You better chill out, Wes.
But no, big fan. Obviously, I love Andy Cohen, and
All you girls love him. You know,
yeah, 'cause
Kate loves him too.
He helped create the best franchise.
which is
Housewives.
Housewives. Okay, yeah.
I mean, just iconic moments.
What's he worth?
Rock, do you watch the Housewives?
No.
Does he?
Do you want to?
Does he?
I'll stand there, like I'll be cooking dinner while she
can't
has
do
it
it
on,
either.
and I'll ask questions sometimes when I hear something ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like
He got
every second.
He was watching she was watching the Mormon Wives show the other day, and one of them said the line, "We don't do drugs in this group, but we are going to try some ketamine." And I was like, "Can we pause the show and talk about
Ketamine?
everything that just happened in this show?"
Therapeutic ketamine.
That's still a drug.
Ketamine.
Yeah, the horse tranquilizer.
Yeah, I know that. You don't think I've taken that before?
No. But
Wrong with you?
he did watch some of Summer House when Wes Wilson was acting like a little child, and
I was not a big fan of his after watching that show.
I know.
That show did not give me good thoughts about that guy.
yeah, but he's entertaining, and he redeemed himself on his second season.
You seem like I'd like to party with him, but I don't know.
He's a big partier.
But if he's screwing over girls, I don't like
He's
that.
definitely screwing over
I don't
girls.
like
He
that.
screwed over our girl Sierra,
Which
but
version
now
of-
they seem like
Hold
they're
on.
friends, so maybe they're good. Maybe they're good. Nuts.
Wait a minute. Which version of you is doing this partying? Is this right now? Because I had enough.
Did you see there's a new version? How many they got now? They got 17 Housewives or
I mean,
whatever.
they got international ones. They got
one coming out, Housewives of Cuba, and Rock will be
Oh,
interested in.
Housewives of Cuba. Cuba, Missouri?
What about the North Korean housewives? I want to see that. Oh,
You got
man.
one pitch, and it's starting to lose a couple miles per hour.
So you say. So you say.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
They
Get
just
him
took
in.
another strike three right down the middle. But
No, I'd be concerned if Matt was watching Housewives with me.
Yeah, just not into it. You know.
If it intersects with like sports, I'll tell him like, "Hey, come watch this clip."
it's still the same show.
But
I know.
but I don't want him sitting down next.
Are
to
you
me.
a Hallmark girl?
No,
Yes, Kate is. Oh, yeah.
So's he.
I'm a Bravo fanatic.
Bravo. Yeah.
I mean that. When I get back home today on my day off, while I'm going through emails, that'll be on all day.
Bravo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They love
but
Andy
no
Cohen.
but no Top Chef, huh?
No Top Chef, but
Bless
Matt
him.
does
It's
like
the one
Below-
Bravo show I can mess with.
No,
Yeah, I'd
you
watch
like
that.
Below
I
Deck.
love Top Chef. Oh, I will watch some Below Deck. That's true.
Below Deck is
We
good.
saw Below
Below Deck's
Deck
fun, but
when I was
whatever.
on a yacht one time, and they were right next to us. We cruised
Oh,
over there.
really?
Yeah, and we're chirping them and stuff like that. It was pretty funny. Cameras were everywhere. It was hilarious.
What about, like, there are default shows I watch with Erin. Like, we
Mhm.
can't, she likes the game show channel. That's fine. I'll watch some of that.
I wish
But
I watched more Game Show
International House Hunters.
Mm,
Do you watch that?
I do when I
'cause
get
that-
my nails done because they always have
I
it on.
do, but the houses are some houses are too like I want them to buy nice houses. Like some of these are like 250 grand. I'm like,
Not everyone played in the NHL.
no, well, I no doubt.
Yeah, but you want to.
But yeah, but if you're on
You want to
TV,
see something that you won't be able to see yourself.
exactly, yeah, something that I would be like, wow, I would like to live there. All they show is like houses, like, it's kind of nice, but I wouldn't even consider it. You know what I mean? So spend more money.
When they do
I want nice
international
houses.
when they do international, like their places, I don't know, like Bangkok, where I don't know if that's the one, but there are places overseas where it's like, yeah, 3 bedrooms, $43 a month because the cost of living.
Well,
It's also dirty and might not.
They
have
did the
running
same
water.
thing. They were
There's
they
ketamine there.
They showed up. They showed this. I'm like, wow, this house is beautiful on the beach, looking over everything. I'm like, wow, it's not that expensive. Oh, it's in Honduras.
And you can always tell where it's not a great area when they have bars on the window.
Yeah.
And you know, okay, you can
The
get
real-
a good deal.
Oh, it's in Honduras.
The
But
Real
you're going to have
Housewives.
visitors with machetes at your front door.
The Real Housewives of Ukraine. Coming soon.
I really would watch that. Actually, I probably. Would
I don't
watch
think
it.
we know. I would love to know. Really, it's hard to know what's propaganda. I want to know what day-to-day life is like in Ukraine. Like, are there parts untouched?
Yeah,
In
there are.
Russia, are there parts
Ukraine's
untouched?
gigantic. You know, the whole other side
Yeah.
of Ukraine is not touched. So they're doing their thing.
I'm gonna stay over here.
I'm gonna stay over here too.
Yeah.
Although you guys are going on a nice trip, aren't you?
Yeah,
England.
We're doing England, Scotland, and
Yeah.
Wales.
What
If anybody has a hookup
hell?
at St. Andrews, please text into the
St.
show.
Andrews. Whoa. You're walking, just so you know. Anytime you want to golf, you're walking over there. They ain't got no golf carts.
I don't like playing with carts.
Really?
I always
Good
walk.
for you. It makes you a better.
Oof, I'm
It
too.
makes
I'm-
you a better golfer. You
100%.
have a better feeling of
oh,
the
way
lie.
too drunk
Boom,
for that
boom,
usually.
boom, boom.
No,
You
I
walk
walk
everything.
and it's good. It's good exercise.
Damn right.
No, not this trip.
I'm not like a sightseeing guy, but when I went to Ireland, it was the most beautiful place
gorgeous.
I've ever seen. Like,
it's fake. It looks
and then
fake.
all these different sites where I'm like, it's nice. Let's go eat or drink or whatever. I was like, holy cow.
The food,
beautiful.
Though. If you're a foodie like me,
it's not good.
It ain't good.
It's not good in England.
It ain't good.
I'm not a foodie, and I grew up with a 100% Scottish grandmother, so.
So you like the stews and the beef and the
Yes.
yeah. Okay.
I like shortbread. I like my tea.
Yeah.
All of that. Sort of
I
stuff.
get
Like,
that.
I'm not gonna.
Rock?
I'm not a big fish and chips person.
Oh boy, is just so
But
you
he
know.
is.
Hey, Rock,
That's all I'm eating.
Rock, are you gonna kilt it?
I don't think I'll kilt it. No, I didn't thought about that though.
I do want to go
Should I kilt
castle hunting with Rock and just walk around and discuss different things and what I would love to.
Should I just wear a GoPro?
Yes.
Are you
Yes.
aware? Are you aware
Do that.
of him in the castle situation? Cam?
We love castles. I'm a castle guy.
Oh, boy.
I love castles too.
We just went.
I'm a
We
his-
just went
I was
into a
a
whole
his-
different
I was a-
department.
I was a history
Love 'em.
major. I love them.
Obsessed with it.
But
can't wait.
I'm most excited. I'm playing Kingsbarn and St. Andrews, and
Oh,
then I'm
yeah.
going to try and get a single on the old course.
How much is that? Around.
At Kingsbarn?
Yeah.
399
Okay.
pounds.
Pounds, yeah.
But it includes your caddy, my rental set, all of that, because I'm not
Okay.
bringing my clubs.
No, don't pay. It's
It's
going
a
to
pain
cost
in
you
the butt.
more to do that.
And it's so hard to bring that around. I lugged my bag all over the United States for 4 years. I don't need to do it anymore.
I know me and the hockey bag, and I got sticks going, and they're sticks are going missing. I'm like, God.
Oh,
Pain in
the amount
the
of
ass.
times my travel bag came back with a broken zipper or the TSA card that they went through it because I shoved everything I own in there.
Do you ever
because it's
see
checked.
when you're on the plane and you look out when they're handling your bags, or like, "Hoodoo," like they don't give a damn.
Oh yeah, I mean,
They don't give
we would
a
take
damn.
Beach towels and wrap them through our clubs because even though I had a padded bag,
Broken shaft.
they'll break them.
Yeah,
and if
no, I know.
And it's not like the pros. We don't roll up and have a tour cart full of replacement clubs. If my driver's broken, I'm headed down to Golf Galaxy paying $400.
You better dress warm.
Oh, I will. I got
Because
all
that
the, I got
that
all the
weather
gear.
will change so fast your head will spin.
I have all the gear.
4 seasons.
She likes
in
cold,
1 hour.
She likes cold weather.
I love
4
it.
seasons, 1 hour in Scotland.
I'm the one who's going to be struggling in Scotland.
You are going to be. You better dress
I'm going
up.
to hate everything in Scotland. But
Well, he's
Because
not.
if you're golfing, boy,
He's not
you'll
playing.
be freezing.
He's
I'm
not.
going to hate everything in Scotland.
just the weather wise, I'm just going to hate the weather.
1 hour, 4 seasons.
He's not playing.
Crazy.
If
Can't
I,
wait till I see the. I
He's
can't
already
wait- I can't
hating
wait- I
things. He
can't
hasn't
wait-
even been there yet.
Listen, I have plenty of things to watch and go sightsee. I'm just saying I'm going to hate the weather.
So she's going to be golfing, and you're going to be doing something else.
Maybe when she plays Kingsbarn, yeah.
when I play
I'm already-
St. Andrews, he'll just have to take photos of me every single shot, every single tee.
Yeah, if
like,
she's on St. Andrews, I'm going out there with her. But Kingsbarn, I think there's a maritime museum in the city right outside of Kingsbarn. And I think there's a castle as well. So
Guarantee there
I'm going
is.
to go.
Probably,
I'm going to
probably smells like fecal
I'm going to go do a
matter.
tour.
They all
at,
stink.
you just hate everything that isn't in America. My God. Just the jingoist to the absolute core. And then I'm going to go do a tour at the castle while she plays.
That's
Kingsbarn.
cool.
But if it's St. Andrews is beautiful. I think it's fantastic. Walking across the bridge. I mean, I'm not going to miss that. So I mean, I'm not going
bridge
to
from
play,
the
but
1800s.
I shouldn't play. It's a links course, and I'm terrible.
I mean, I don't expect to play.
Is it
super
the most
well.
beautiful course? I would say
No.
no.
God.
No, I heard Kingsbarn is actually prettier as a course, but the history at St.
That's
Andrews.
it. That's what I want.
I mean,
Walk around the clubhouse as much as you can. Check it out.
correct.
Yeah,
And
look at all that.
we have a reservation at the rooftop bar that overlooks the 18.
Oh, they'll be watching you though.
Why
They'll
do
be
you
watching
say-
every move you
Why do
make
you
in
say
there.
walk around the clubhouse as much as you can?
Because it's beautiful and there's all kinds of
But I mean, they
historic
won't-
stuff everywhere.
You're allowed to go in there.
Yeah, but they keep an eye on the way you look, the way you're dressed, the way you're doing, the way
you have to be in proper golf attire.
you're on your phone. They're going to be looking. I don't know if you're even allowed to do video.
On the course, you can.
I've been to some department stores like that.
Frontenac's the
Macy's?
entirety of Frontenac.
Nah, there
No.
used to be.
I
I'm fine
saw
there.
Maddie
I'm
walk
fine
in
there.
there. No.
I'm fine there.
Maddie walked
I'm
into
good there.
Frontenac. He's
Back in
high
the day?
fiving everybody.
Now.
Back in the
High
day.
fiving everybody.
Back in the day.
Now.
You know,
I'm a fancy lad.
Maddie
now.
knows everybody at Frontenac Mall. Hook me up with free shoes.
It's Plaza front neck,
Two
first of all.
pairs of free shoes.
I did do that.
Nice.
You know
Trying
what?
to get Matt to be like that for me.
Yeah, that's exactly
They
right.
know me when I walk into Yerman now.
Do you
Get out
hate
of here.
everything except the U.S.? Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
You hate
Didn't I just say Ireland was the most beautiful place I've ever
But you
seen?
hate the people?
All I said was castles have a history of fecal matter.
Yeah, they do.
That's all.
And rats. Plagues.
And wiping your undercarriage with a stick.
With that loofah thing.
That was not. That's not a European thing, Mike. See, this is my thing. It's not a European thing, dude. Come on.
That was happening all
That
over
was
the place.
Roman.
Where's that happening at? Is that still going on?
Not
Romans
anymore.
have castles?
It was a Roman. The Romans did not have castles. They had fortresses. Castles are in Europe. Castles are a Norman invention. That's why actual castles in England are all built after 1066.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. I liked
the more you
Battle
know.
Hastings.
There you go.
I like the
William.
castle in the Monty Python movie.
Yeah.
When he's yelling at the guys.
It's a big castle.
Awesome.
Oh,
They start catapulting the cows and stuff over.
What's your favorite color?
But
blue.
that one.
No, but they did do that back in the day. Biowarfare, where they'd have like dead animals and people that had diseases, and they'd catapult them over to when they're under siege. They'd
Bring out your dead.
They'd bring.
What a great movie.
They catapult the dead.
Genghis Khan did that.
Yeah.
He did a lot of
things.
But it was the opposite. In Monty Python, they were in the castle shooting the cow at the group of of knights outside.
What
the
a great
castle.
movie! I mean,
It's hilarious.
it's fantastic.
I'm gonna watch
and
that.
it doesn't age. Damn, is that funny?
Second, it's the second best Monty Python movie.
Remember the troll under the bridge?
Life of Brian.
Life of Brian.
Life
pretty
of
good.
Brian, I think honestly, I think it's Life of Brian, a fairly not large, but a nice sized gap, and then Monty Python, and then another gap, and then some of the other ones.
Oh, Wombat wants to know, Rachel, will Rocchio's allowance be raised on vacation?
He doesn't get an allowance.
Wombat's such a dick.
I really like. You know what?
He's
Here's
such a
the thing about Wombat that I really appreciate.
hilarious.
He takes the time to spell out my name now with
With
an
a
emoji
key.
with an emoji in the middle of it, which is an entire extra little thing to do.
It's so you got to get that name. When Shirts calls you Rocchio, it's just gonna stick, dude. It's just gonna stick. It is what it is. No big deal.
Did you straighten that out yet?
No,
you got to do that though. Actually,
why? I'm not
That's
gonna,
disrespectful.
like if he calls me it directly to my face, I will then be like, it's Rocchio, by the way, Coach. But I'm not going to like go out of my way to be like, hey, can we iron out this thing I heard in an interview on a station that isn't mine?
How about in a fun-loving way? Go, hey, Coach,
it's Rocchio.
Just so you know.
I did that. I made a joke to the SID after it happened. I go, after it happened, I texted the SID. I go, you know, if Coach needs a pronunciation guide, I can get one for him.
Shirts seems like the most approachable
Because
guy.
SIDs give broadcasters pronunciation guide.
Isn't he the most he seems like
oh,
the
yeah.
most
Yeah.
approachable
I met
guy.
him. He's really
I
nice.
met
But
him
also,
a few times.
my thing with him is that like he talks for a long time, but again, my thing is like I always give a little deference to Stu and
I get it, but go get some
Tom
me time with them.
to get their questions in because Stu and Tom have to write. And then I ask my questions, but my thing is that I usually ask one or two questions, and I want them to be actual basketball questions. I don't actually care about how he pronounces
But
my
you
name.
don't
Like,
have access to him to just go up and talk to him like after, before.
Sometimes I do.
Kibitz, kibitz.
The availabilities we've had since this happened, which has literally been one availability because then they had a game, then they went out of town for this run in Palm Desert, and we had the holiday and everything. So I only had one availability with him in person, and we didn't get the kibitz afterwards because the way it just worked out. That was one where he immediately walked away.
You should do.
I might, but like, I don't care enough.
Or on a podcast, call him a hoe, and then he'll want to talk to you.
I could do that.
Yeah.
He's a hoe. Somebody called. Who's the guy from the Browns? Called another player a hoe too the other day.
It was yesterday. He called Juwan Jennings a hoe. I don't know who did it though.
They're trying to take my high school nickname.
It was she went to St. Joe's.
I went to St.
Defensive
Joe.
tackle Shelby Harris called 49ers wide receiver Juwan Jennings a hoe.
Can I say this?
He
too?
did it, and now he actually called him a hoe.
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
no illusion
Now
to
that
it.
one-
He said, "You're a hoe. You deserve to get hit in the nuts. And if you say the things that you're saying out there, somebody needs to hit you in the jaw too." I was like, "All right, we're clear on where this stands."
Yeah,
To me,
I
same
love
thing.
it.
Also, the Titans punter alleged told somebody he was going to kill somebody on the Titans yesterday during the game.
Interesting.
So
I love the drama. Keep it up. Let's go.
I
Makes it
also
fun.
want to say Shador, who didn't win. He was okay. It wasn't on him.
Yeah.
But he was. I like that guy.
So do I.
So after the game, he was asked about a coaching decision. I think they ran the ball on a 3rd and 9, something like that. And Shador, with a smile, said, "I think that's a rude question. Like, I'm not the coach. I'm a player." He said, "I'm happy to be on the field
here." Yes, exactly.
Good answer.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
So do I.
don't drag me down into the stuff. I'm just here to play.
Right? Shiloh was pretty funny too. Like they did a little like a Thanksgiving little video, and Shiloh's like I just want Shador to have a damn good game and get a lot of touchdowns, and then trade for me, and then
sign me. Give me signed. And he
funny.
says, and then I want to wear number 21. He said, man, that's the franchise player's
Like,
number.
okay, fine, I'll take 23.
I'll take whatever.
I thought that was hilarious. He's pretty funny, man.
And Prime, after a loss, said, I forget how he had some sort of religious like connotation to what he said, but basically now is the time where he rises from the ashes like the phoenix and rebuilds that program, which I'm not so sure it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But again, I think the Sanders family, good for football.
Marshall Faulk, head coach at Southern now. Went back.
Is that right?
Yeah, that went back home.
Marshall.
Yep.
That guy commands respect.
That guy's huge.
He said something goofy to me one time. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
I go, what'd you say?
He did let me try on a Super Bowl ring on the driving range at Norwood once, though.
Did he really?
Yeah, he said I had a.
He
pretty
had it
swing.
with him?
Yeah, he was wearing it.
That doesn't surprise me at all.
He was watching
talked
me
to a
and
girl?
he came up and he was
Interesting.
like, "That's a good looking swing," and I said, "That's a nice looking Super Bowl ring."
Talk to a pretty young lady.
You talked to a pretty young lady. That's interesting. Wow.
Wait, who
Interesting.
was in that? Who was
I
in that
can't believe
foursome?
that. I can't believe
Oh,
that.
he was on the driving range. I have no idea who he was playing with. I didn't know it was Marshall Faulk until my dad told me.
Oh, interesting. Oh, he was really nice to me. Oh, okay.
Was he with you?
No, he wasn't nice to me one time. It was at a golf tournament that he invited me to.
Anyone
Kinda
knows
belittled
that
me a little
covered
bit.
him, he would destroy the first few questions intentionally.
Yeah.
And then he would say, sorry about that, but it'll be shorter if I shoot up the first couple guys that ask questions. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
The media was terrified of that guy.
And then he does the thing you love to do when you disparage the media and you hate talking to the media, and then you retire and you immediately become part of the media.
Funny how that works.
That's the same thing happened with Sterling Sharp. A lot of people were like Sterling Sharp's a darling to a lot of fans. I love Sterling Sharp, and then I found out later that like he would do the exact same thing where he'd just tear the media apart for the lightest questions, and then he retired. And obviously, people had some sympathy because of how he had to retire because of the neck injury, and then he immediately turns around and joins NFL Network, and all the media people are like, "The hell, Sterling, you hated us."
And now they love
Funny
him.
how it
And now
works.
they love him.
Funny how that works. Hey, St. Louis.
Yo.
Want a backyard paradise next summer?
Yes.
Talk to Merrimack Pools and Outdoors now. Merrimack Pools and Outdoors is a family-owned St. Louis business helping families make the most of their backyard. From pools to patios to outdoor kitchens, fire features, and even sport courts. They'll design and build the perfect retreat for relaxing, entertaining, and making memories. With free on-site consultations, professional designs, and over 25 years of experience, Merrimack Pools and Outdoors will bring your vision to life. Start your backyard transformation today at splashstl.com. That's splashstl.com. That was a damn good live read.
Good job, buddy.
I didn't screw up one dime. Okay, don't go anywhere. We're going to go to break. This is Hot Take Central 2.0.
You've seen this. It's brand new. Are you online?
Oh, hey. Oh, so you're new here.
All right, let's get cracking.
Okay, then maybe you should check out our website,
You're insane.
Well, you download songs illegally from the internet.
LouInfo.com. LouInfo.com. The Lou Information Station. 590 AM KLIS, Wood River, St. Louis.
Our origin story begins.
After a long day, nothing beats kicking back in a brand new hot tub from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. These guys are the real deal. They've been around for over 38 years and got more than 400 five-star reviews, and they've earned every single one of them. They sell premium, American-made hot tubs. USA, baby. And because they keep their overhead low, they pass the savings right on to you. You're getting better quality at a better price. And here's the best part. No hidden fees, no surprises, no, oh, by the way, charges. And if you find a comparable hot tub cheaper at a local dealer, they'll beat that price. Guaranteed. That's right. Best price guarantee. No one's beating them. Plus, when you buy from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, you're buying from a company that's been here for decades. And they'll be here to service your tub for as long as you own it. Check them out at besthot-tub-prices.com. That's besthot-tub-prices.com. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
Your LouInfo.com news report. Sports betting officially launches today in Missouri. Those 21 and older can place wagers on professional sports from their phones, computers, or at licensed casinos and sports venues. The move comes more than a year after voters narrowly approved Amendment 2 and after regulators spent months setting rules and issuing licenses. Missouri becomes the 39th state to legalize sports betting. Police are still investigating after a 58-year-old man was hit and killed the night before Thanksgiving on the south side of St. Louis. The man was taken to the hospital and pronounced dead there. The driver is cooperating with the investigation. A 6-alarm fire burned through several old warehouses in downtown St. Louis on Saturday, just 4 blocks from the Gateway Arch. The buildings are part of a redevelopment district. The fire is still under investigation. After heavy snow and a wintry mix over the weekend, this week looks to be cold and dry with highs in the low 30s. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Buddy. What do you say, buddy? Man, life comes at you fast. 1 minute you're cruising home, the next flashing lights in your rear view.
And that's when you need backup. With the Legal Buddy app, you can connect to a local attorney in seconds.
Seconds? Not waiting days for a callback?
Nope, right away. DWI, car accident, criminal charge, traffic ticket, Legal Buddy's got your back.
So it's like having a lawyer in your pocket.
Exactly. Someone ready to step in the moment you need them, no matter the situation.
That's peace of mind.
That's Legal Buddy.
We're always going to be buddies, right?
All right, where do I get this?
Just download the Legal Buddy app at LegalBuddyApp.com. Register and use code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Nice. Tickets, accidents, legal trouble, you're covered.
The Legal Buddy app, always on your side. Download it today. Enter code LEGAL for your chance to win a $250 Amazon gift card.
Buddy, you don't get much better than this.
Yep.
When you're building something new, you need a partner you can count on. I'm Big Toe Media founder Dave Green, and with our company, we didn't want just another bank. We wanted people who understood what we were trying to create and who were there for us every step of the way. That's why we chose Home Bank. From business lending to everyday banking, Home Bank has been much more than a bank. They're the kind of people who answer the phone, know your name, and believe in your vision. And the trust goes both ways. Home Bank doesn't just support our growth, they share in it. They take pride in helping local businesses succeed because they know when we win, the whole community wins. Business isn't just about numbers, it's about relationships. And with Home Bank, those relationships make all the difference. Home Bank is the team behind our team. Visit myhomebank.bank or call 855-577-2001. Home Bank, member FDIC, more than a bank. They're your business partner.
Back to more of Hot Take Central 2.0 with Cam Janssen and Jimmy the Cat Hayes.
These two men here, are they with you?
On the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at LouInfo.com.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. 9:50 fire. We flew by today, man. Flew by today. God dang. A lot of stuff to talk about. Thank you, Lane Kiffin.
A lot of things we'll get to.
Thank you, Lane. Man, oh, man. How about, how's Juan Soto doing? You see that?
What's
no
he
one
doing?
else saw that?
What's he doing? I did see him
hanging
this
out
weekend.
with Mia Khalifa.
That's it. That's it.
Woo! Good for him. Is he married?
He did it right as right as we got gambling in the state.
Yeah.
They blocked porn in the state.
Yes.
There's a lot going on.
I don't need porn when I got Mia.
Is it does not look like he's married.
Okay, who cares?
Oh,
you brought it up. So
Why?
you You do.
If he was married, I'd be
Why
like,
do you
ooh,
think
he's in the
hanging
gym.
out with a woman
porn
who
star.
used to
No,
do
she's good now.
do porn? Yeah.
No, she's fine.
Is there expiration date?
Well, when you don't do it for like 10 years, I think
Did
we
she
can stop
find
calling her a porn
Jesus?
star.
She's probably still on OnlyFans, making $60 million a year.
Oh, she's
How
definitely
about
there.
that? Some of those girls make 50
I think,
schmil.
I think her OnlyFans is literally just all her old content.
No,
I don't think you can do that.
She's still
She's
involved.
Still I didn't think she was.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
That's why I'm asking about the expiration date. If you're still,
I'm just asking.
If you're still sniffing around,
yeah.
Hey, either way, Juan's making what, 45 a year? Oh, good for everybody. Good for everybody
I'm
involved.
not chirping. I'm like, good for you.
He and Lindor don't get. I don't know if you read that. He and Lindor apparently don't get along at all, which
Is that a big thing? Well, don't worry. I'm sure he'll buy more people to come in to make that a lower ego room.
Oh my God. Can you imagine? Holy cow. Somebody, are they worried about
the image AI generated?
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
No. Damn it.
You get hooked a lot.
Did I tweet anything?
No, you just brought up on the radio, though.
Who cares on radio? I'm not tweeting.
Wait. Allegedly. Now we're coming.
I asked a question, and now we know the answer. I don't tweet. I don't make a statement on there like this is unacceptable. I just bring it up on the radio. I'm not making anything concrete. Okay.
I hope not.
Did you see that? Oh,
What did you just say?
What is?
This guy doesn't have a heart. This guy's got an empty can of dust.
Yeah.
He's the Grinch.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about that. That one was Ronnie. Sorry, Ronnie Harrison is a.
Is he an ass?
Yes.
Okay.
He's a bad person who decided, hey, we all have equipment on. What does it matter if I launch helmet to helmet 19 times in other players in my career?
I can't be a hypocrite. I can't be a hypocrite.
Who cares if I take out the?
I don't think this is the audience. I don't think this is the audience.
I mean, I've crushed guys, dude.
Yeah,
I put them out.
How many times was it dirty?
A lot of times.
Okay, fair enough.
You out of your damn mind?
That was your job.
I was doing it when I was 12 years old, hurting kids.
Wrong audience.
Are you kidding?
I thought you were lining kids up proper, Cam.
Yeah, sometimes yeah, and sometimes no. And I'd hurt him. I can't chirp him for that.
He's in my opinion the dirtiest player
as a
in modern
professional.
NFL.
Wasn't that part of your job?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, my part. You know,
Did Harrison do his job? Yes.
I mean, Toropchenko did it the other day. Like,
So dirty.
I crushed guys, man.
I hated him.
It is what it is.
Well, he had a bad moment in the post game. Right?
I think I think
but it could have been somebody talking to him.
Dude, that's my thing. I think it was all audio issues. He couldn't hear his co-hosts, and then he was trying to give an answer, and I think his producer was trying to tell him what the question was in his ear.
Yeah.
I don't think he's actually having
all good. All right, guys, we got to go. Thanks, Maddie. Thanks, Rockio. Thanks, Jimmy. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. Love all you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Hot Take Central 2.0.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition.